Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Lori Schulte. Thanks for joining us. First, we bring you the buzz for the week of June 3rd through the 9th. Residents had a chance to weigh in on organized trash collection during a public hearing. The City Council heard from community members at their June 1st meeting, and Public Works Director Carl Keel suggested a decision be made at the June 22nd Council meeting. The current organized trash proposal was drafted with all 7 licensed haulers in Bloomington. The average proposed rate for trash and recycling is $18.49. That's compared to the current weighted average in Bloomington of $26.72 per month. If approved, organized trash collection would mean less truck traffic in neighborhoods, and many residents would save money. For more information on the current proposal, visit the city's website and search organized collection. Summertime means picnics and barbecues, but before you fire up the grill, here's a reminder from Environmental Health about food safety. When packing food for an outside meal, don't forget to bring soap and water to wash your hands. If that's not possible, bring disposable wipes or hand cleaner. Did you know 65% of people don't wash their hands before preparing a meal? Environmental Health wants to make sure you don't make that mistake. Salmonella is also something to be aware of during your summer cookout. Washing your hands can prevent its spread, as well as cooking chicken to 165 degrees and refraining from rinsing raw chicken, which spreads germs around the kitchen and is not a food safety step. The Bloomington Cemetery was put on the National Register of Historic Places, but now it's marked with a new sign. This plaque lets visitors know this cemetery is a place full of history, as if the age of the headstones wasn't proof enough. The Bloomington Cemetery is 159 years old. It's home to many Bloomington greats, including Gideon Pond and Martin McLeod. Earlier this year, after the cemetery was put on the register, a member of the Historical Society weighed in on what this means.
Cemeteries in America are not looked at as friendly places as they are in Europe and other countries, so we hope to change that.
This cemetery is also home to the first Civil War monument in the state. State leaders representing Bloomington visited a chamber event for a forum on the legislative session. These leaders had to deal with some big issues this year, including a budget surplus, tax reform, bonding, and transportation funding. The lieutenant governor visited Bloomington earlier this year, advocating for a transportation bill that did not get approved. These Bloomington legislators all agreed something needs to be done, but the House and Senate couldn't agree on how to go about it. During the forum, each legislator weighed in on the issue.
We're just going to delay what we know is imminent at one point, and I just think it's going to do a disservice for Minnesota and for the business community if we don't find a way to engage and agree on something.
It's clear to me that the need is there. The different ways that we have to pay for it, I guess my concern would be with respect to what the House proposed is that there was significant money that would have to come from the general fund, and I think if we do that, I think that's really difficult challenge for other parts of our budget.
We all know these things aren't free, and I think that's going to continue to be the problem. The transportation and tax bill are going to continue to be intertwined because the bottom line in the House majority is we're not going to do transportation unless we get tax cuts for businesses.
Our infrastructure is falling down around us, and the longer we wait to do something, the more expensive it becomes. And God forbid another bridge falls, and that is the impetus for us to get going.
If you went over a bridge in the metro area to get here today for whatever reason, to arrive here safely, the bridge you went over is likely to be fracture critical.
To hear more from them about transportation funding and other issues, check out your cable listing for the long-form show on this forum. It will air right here on TBC 14. Looking for something to do outside? A unique theater production is taking place at the Minnesota Wildlife Refuge. This is video of a preview performance of the production called After the Birds Taught Me to Fly. It's a walking theater, so people will hike the trail to see different scenes. The cast and crew is made up of more than 50 people from around the metro. The production will touch on the history of the refuge and South Loop. It also coincides with the Twin Cities Urban Bird Festival. It takes place June 6th and 7th at 11 and 2. Tickets are free but limited. You can make a reservation by visiting bookitb.com/e/bgt5k. That is the buzz on Bloomington Today for the week of June 3rd through the 9th. If you would like to watch other stories from the show, go to this week's playlist. There you'll find a piece highlighting the Bloomington Honor Guard. There's also a story on Yvonne Iverson, a Bloomington resident who spent years getting this place picnic ready. Check them out and thanks for watching.